guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are talking all about the Kat Von D Metal Matte Eyeshadow Palette. So excited to have this video for you up. First I have a beautiful tutorial for you how I achieved this eye, and then I will come back and show you swatches and share my final thoughts as I do on the most of my videos. So let's start with the demo. First color that I will start, this suede one, and I'm taking a brush just all over the lid. I'm getting is that moss here, the green one, and a little bit up, just outer crease, you know, and on the other eye, the color What, just like that, pat it. And I'm going with Ignite, just a little bit here. And then I'm taking my fingers and tinsel. Each time I use it, I'm like, wow! Clean blending brush. The lower lash, I'm going to use a mixture of oak and moss. And for brow bone, I'm going to use the linen. It pops out really well. I'm going to finish my look by using eyeliner, mascara and some false lashes. And this is the final look that I came, guys. Now with the palette, the outside packaging looks like that. It's identical with the inside packaging. The logo on the outside packaging was hand drawn by Kat Von D herself, and it's an amigram, and it reads metal, and if you turn it upside down, it reads matte, which is very artistic, and I'm really digging it. It's really huge, and I will show you in comparison with the Kat Von D standard palette how big it is. It's not as thick, but it's quite big. I mean, like, you know, if you put it next to me, bigger than my head actually. You open it inside, you get a large mirror, you get 22 shades in total, you get 9 metals, and you get 13 mattes. This palette retails for $60 and you can find it from Sephora.com or the Kat Von D Beauty limited edition palette, and when it's gone, it's gone. It's not gonna come back. If you really want it, just try to be, you know, quick about it. It's 100% cruelty free. It's made in USA. All the shades are vegan besides Twinkle here, that purpley shade. That contains carmine that derived from bugs, but all the other shades are vegan. Formulated without paraben and sulfates. This formula is actually like the metal crust eyeshadow of Kat Von D. I have one of her metal crust eyeshadows. I have this one in Thunderstruck, and it's what I'm wearing as my highlight today, actually, if you like what you see. And that is the Thunderstruck. The only one that I find it's the same with the Metal Crush eyeshadow, it's the Synergy, this one, the brown one. Everything else, it looks different. Bear in mind that in Metal Crush eyeshadows, you get a lot more product. Those retail for $21. Let's see what Kat says. It says, unleash your inner alter ego. Are you soft, matte or heavy metal? Two extremes join forces in one high contrast palette featuring Kat's signature metal crush and matte eyeshadow formulas. Now let's start with the swatches, and I'll come back and share my final thoughts. I'm gonna swatch first the metal eyeshadows, which are 9, and then the matte. Nebula, What, Ignite, Tinsel, Glitch, Twinkle, Vault, Synergy and Flash. Linen, Jet, Velour, Stone, Moss, Ribbon, Silk, Fringe, feather, oak, suede, bone, and velvet. I'm just swatching only once. I'm not like going and dig my finger there. I use the palette. I really like the formula. I really like the matte eyeshadows. I think they perform extremely well. The only one that it wasn't as pigmented enough, it was that ribbon, that jet. The black color wasn't as like, you know, the most intense black, you know, that I tried in my life. But still, they were pretty good. All the other shades are beautiful. The Metal Crush eyeshadows, they all perform really well as per me. They're buttery soft. I mean, you saw from the swatches, but guys, I can hardly press my fingers, like really, like seriously. That's why I did that, because I can hardly, I'm not pressing, digging in, you know what I mean? I'm just can hardly touching the shadows, and the pigmentation is there. Really, really love this palette. I know some people say they like it, some people they didn't like it, but I personally really love it. I love neutral eyeshadow palettes as well, but I have so many of them. And I mean, how many neutral eyeshadows I need? And in this palette, you get both worlds. You get all the mattes you need, and you get all the metal crushed foiled eyeshadows you need too. And it's not only that it's like it has a pop of color and like crazy colors that you never wear. I mean, if you look at it like up there, it's like very neutral. I mean, you can use these two shades, right? This is excellent transition shade, and this on the crease, and you can just pop a little bit of the synergy, or no, just use only the mattes, and you can create an everyday like work or going to school or going to college or wherever you want to go, and more natural look. But then if you want like more intense look or a pop of color, you can use like some of that. So you can create a smoky eye, you can create like colorful eye. You have purple, you have blue, you have gray, you have like a kind of like a little bit pinkish kind of like color. You have like the classic burgundy with the gold. You have like brown. You have like endless possibilities. One other thing I really like is that it has brow bone colors. You can use that, the stark white, or you can use the bone color under the brow too. And or like, I mean, if you're darker, you can use the suede. If you have this palette, you don't need anything else to create several looks, and you can go from day to night easily. It's one of the best palettes I've tried this year, because as I said, it's not really boring. I can look at this palette and I can see endless possibilities. It's not that I look at it and I'm saying, you know, just another neutral palette. Another thing that I really like, guys, about this palette, how artistic it is. I love that ambigram, and I'm sure you like it too. I really appreciate the fact that her palettes, they have something interesting and something unique, and it's like outside of the box. I love it, and if you can get your hands into it, just get it. It's one of the best palettes of the years as per me. It combines, I mean, everything you need. It's a little bit big, but it's not as big as the last year's ones. If you remember last year's, for a comparison, this is Mi Vida Loca, which is fantastic. I loved this palette. On this year's, it's even better, right? And meanwhile, they cover all my face, of course. Last year's palette, Mi Vida Loca. This year's palette, Metal Matte eyeshadow palette. As you see, you have a lot of colors, but this one for me, it's not as travel friendly as this one. Okay, that might be a lot of like longer than a standard eyeshadow palette, but because it's like, I don't know, it's like very compact, and I like that it has like the huge mirror. That is a big plus for me, because when you travel, you don't know where, if you can find a bigger mirror to do your makeup, and that is beautiful. I will definitely use that every day. I will definitely recommend it. Pigmentation is spot on. You have several colors to play, from natural colors to pop of color. You have mattes, you have shimmers, you have everything. You have a large mirror. It's like cruelty free. It's made in USA. It's amazing. This one, it's, I believe, the most expensive palette that Kat Von D released, but with a good reason, because I really, really, really love it. So for me, guys, Metal Matte, 2 thumbs up. I will definitely repurchase if I could, and I will definitely recommend it for you to check it out. It's one of the best Kat Von D palettes that I have ever came across. Kat Von D, make that a permanent palette, not a limited edition. These were my thoughts about the Metal Matte eyeshadow palette. And if you like this video, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know what you think. If you have any comments or anything to share, just let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. And I hope you're all well, and until next time, mwah!